everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Radium Girls. I'm Valerie.
And I'm Sarah.
So we are back and we have a new episode for you today about possibly sex trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
So let's jump right into it.
Yes. Corinna Slusser was only 19 when she fell into the underworld of prostitution and may have been kidnapped by an aspiring rapper named Ishiwani. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Ishiwani, who is 23, of Manhattan, faces life in prison after being arrested in New Jersey for attempting to force two women, one of those which was Karina, into human trafficking. He was apprehended and charged with advancing, making do, and carrying on a prostitution using force, threats, extortion, and coercion, as well as carrying on prostitution using a highway office. According to news released from the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, he was also charged with violating the Mann Act. Corinna Slusser was born on October 6, 1998. She's the daughter of Sabina Turto, and her dad had died in a car accident. She actually did not live with her parents. When she lived with her relative, Julie Ann Becker Kalfa, she tried committing suicide. She was admitted to the hospital, and later she decided to move to New York. She is currently missing and is suspected of having gotten trapped in prostitution. When an older man offered Karina a new life in New York, the former cheerleader left her little hamlet on the Susquehanna River and told her mother not to worry.
What the hell was I talking about a hamlet?
I think it means like home, like little piece of home.
Okay.
I don't know. Like town. However, shortly after arriving in New York City, she became entangled in a Bronx sex trafficking organization. This is her story.
According to Karina's friends and her original missing persons report, even before moving to the Big Apple, her life had taken a dark turn and she had a strained relationship with her mom. Karina had even planned to move in with her aunt, but when that plan did not see the light of day, she moved in with a friend of hers and dropped out of school not long after. Sabina told sources she was getting into trouble. She got fines for underage drinking. Honestly, I noticed that everything was changing with her. She was kind of out of control. I didn't know how to handle her by myself. Then she packed all her clothes, and that was it. I never saw her again. Karina had even attempted suicide in April 2017, taking 50 extra-strength Tylenol tablets. She then lost her job and began taking money from sugar daddies she met on a website called Seeking Arrangements, according to her friends and police. However, in August that same year, an unidentified older man asked Karina to move to New York, a request she didn't deny, and told her mother not to worry. And this is Karina's timeline. October 6, 1998, Karina is born in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. September 2013 through June 2016, Karina attends Central Columbia High School, then Bloomsburg Area High School. She participates in track and cheerleading. She has many friends and gets average grades. September 2016, Karina begins her senior year at Bloomsburg High School, but decides she no longer wants to participate in track and cheerleading. Her grades start to drop. She starts hanging with a different crowd. She begins fighting a lot with her mother, Sabina. October 2016, 1 week shy of her 18th birthday, Karina and her friend are arrested for shoplifting at a local dollar store. October 2016 through January 2017, Karina skips school regularly. She is routinely drinking and smoking pot.
In January 2017, Karina drops out of Bloomsburg High School and begins attending an online charter school. She doesn't attend her online classes. She never received her high school diploma. On January 3rd, Karina tweets text messages she sent Sabina telling her, "I need things to change. I need to be happy. I lost motivation and goals because of how unhappy I've been. I hate myself and I need to teach myself to love me and you. I want us to do it together. I don't want to be your disappointment, but I'm sorry. I need you, Mommy. I want you to help me." That's sad. It's a cry for help. April 2017, she attempts to kill herself by swallowing 500 milligrams Tylenol pills at her house. That's a lot of pills. I know we already said that, but still.
Mm-hmm.
One of Karina's friends calls Sabina at work and tells Sabina that Karina is in an emergency room in Bloomsburg. She's then transferred to the ICU at Geisinger Medical Center in Danville, Pennsylvania. Her liver is failing, and doctors inform Sabina that Karina may need a liver transplant. More than a week later, Karina recovers but is hospitalized in a psychiatric unit for 3 days. A friend of Karina's tells Missing that when she visited Karina in the hospital, she was texting a guy from New York. May 2017, Karina gets a large tattoo on the center of her chest. In June of 2017, she moves out of her home with Sabina and moves in with a friend in nearby Hazleton, Pennsylvania, and she works at Applebee's. August of 2017, she abruptly moves out of the house in Hazleton, and she tells her mother that her friend kicked her out and was refusing to give her any of her clothes. When Sabina calls the friend tells her that she owes her rent money and she's not giving Karina any of her stuff back until she pays her the money she's owed. Karina's friend Kaylee Levan tells Missing that a man picked up Karina from the house and told the roommate Karina wouldn't need her clothes anyway because he would buy her tons of clothes. August 19, 2017. Karina posts on Facebook that she's in Brooklyn. Sabina texts Karina asking what is she doing in New York. Sabina said Karina made it sound like she was just visiting and had no plans to stay in New York. That same month in August, Karina becomes involved in the sex trade in New York City. Sabina said that Karina told her she got a job doing payroll and was looking for a studio apartment.
August 25th, 2017 at 1 p.m., a man by the name of Giovanni Piguero
Sure.
allegedly assaults Karina at the Harlem Vista Hotel. At the
Piguero?
Was it Piguero?
Piguero.
What did I say?
Piguero.
Piguero.
I don't know.
Did I say Piguero?
I don't remember. It sounded good at the time, but I don't remember.
Oh, man. It's unclear how Karina met him. Piguero? What did we say? Piguero? Piguero, 32, of Harlem, has been in and out of prison since he was 19 years old. He's been arrested 9 times and has been convicted of burglary, robbery, sex trafficking, promoting prostitution, assault, harassment, criminal mischief, possessing and selling drugs, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. He got a long sheet.
Yeah.
According to police documents, Piguero allegedly stole $300 from Karina. Karina confronted Piguero, who allegedly grabbed her by her neck, slammed her against a wall, and choked her. Karina called 911 and was taken to the hospital. August 28, 2017, Giovanni is arrested for assaulting Karina. He's charged with assault, harassment, and criminal obstruction of breathing or blood circulation. A judge issues a 6-month order of protection against Giovanni. The order states that he is not allowed to have any communication with Karina, including over the phone, text, email, or social media, or he could face up to 7 years in prison. Giovanni posts a $1,000 bail and is released from jail. A few days later, Sabina receives a copy of the order of protection at her home in Bloomsburg. She calls Karina, who tells her mother that everything is fine, that a man robbed her, but she is okay now and the man is in jail.
Wow, it went to her mom's house.
I know, that's crazy. Can you imagine? My mom would freak out.
Oh, yeah.
Early September 2017, Karina meets Ishiwoni, a 21-year-old aspiring rapper who was later arrested on sex trafficking charges for prostituting Karina and another woman. September 3rd, 2017, Karina reaches out to Giovanni over Facebook Messenger. She writes, "How are you? Are you okay?"
Are you serious? You're asking for it. Why?
September 7th, 2017, Giovanni responds to Karina over Facebook Messenger in a violation of the order of protection. He writes, "Hi, how are you? Are you alright? And I miss you still." Ooh.
Wow.
September 7th, 2017, Karina tweets about getting her first apartment in New York in Jerome Park in the Bronx. She writes with pictures of the apartment, "Never been more happier in my life. Forever dream accomplished."
September 8th, 2017. The last time Karina updates her profile pictures on Facebook and Instagram, she writes, "Cheers to pumpkin spice and fall fashion in my new home." September 10th, 2017. Karina posts her last post on social media. She posted a picture of someone smoking what appears to be marijuana. She writes, "Siphon midday mid-road is always good for the soul. It's unclear if it's Karina in the picture. The identity of the person in the picture has never been confirmed. The location of the Instagram post is in the Bronx." September 10th through the 20th, 2017, Ishiwoni and Karina exchanged 806 text messages. That's a lot. September 11th, 2017. Karina's aunt sends her several text messages trying to check in with her after hearing that Karina was assaulted. "I just found out what had been going on with my favorite niece," she wrote. "Going on? Not much is going on. What do you mean?" Karina responded. The aunt asked Karina about the man who hurt her. She said her aunt shouldn't worry because he's in jail, which is a lie because Karina had been communicating with him over Facebook Messenger. "Well, that won't happen again," Karina texted her aunt. September 16th, 2017, 11:27 p.m. Ishiwoni sends a picture to Karina over Facebook Messenger of himself, Karina, and another woman. The other woman would later be identified as one of Woni's sex trafficking victims. She was also advertised with Karina as a two-girl special. Wow. Wait, he sent that to Karina's Facebook?
It sounds like it. I mean, I don't know if...
Yeah, he sends a picture to Karina over Facebook Messenger. Wow, I guess he took the picture and wants her to advertise through her Facebook. That's probably what it was. Like, why else would he send it to her Facebook?
I thought he was just sending her a picture of him, but then he said it was like a two-girl special to other people.
No, himself with her and another woman.
So they were taking it together, right?
Yeah, the three of them.
Yeah.
He sends that picture of the three of them to her.
What's wrong with that?
That's weird. Like, I mean, I guess, I guess it's like him saying, "Here, advertise."
So I was wondering, like, is that what he's doing, or are they saying later that's what he did? Like, did he just send her the picture, or was he just saying that? Because it said it was later to be identified, whatever, and then...
Well, yeah, the other woman was later identified as one of the victims, and then he was advertising her. The girl was also advertised with Karina as the two-girl special. So I imagine he took that picture with the two girls as their pimp, saying, "Here's your two-girl special."
Yeah.
So he sent it to her profile, her Facebook Messenger, so she could have the picture and advertise.
You think she was advertising?
He had probably forced her.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what they do. I mean, you see them, the prostitutes on the street and stuff, they're advertising themselves because their pimp's telling them to.
Send her a picture.
No, see, I don't think that's the intention. It's like, "Here you go, here's a picture of us." No, I think it's, "Bitch, you better advertise." That's sad. September 20th, 2017. This is the last day that Karina is seen. According to the police, someone reported seeing her leave the Haven Motel on Woodhaven Boulevard in Regal Park, Queens, early in the morning. Prosecutors believe Ishiwoni was with Karina at the motel that morning. Police told Karina's mother that the Haven Motel had no working surveillance cams. Of course not.
Right? Of course they don't.
Of course not. Yeah, why would any hotel have cameras?
Right.
It makes no sense.
September 20th, 2017, around 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., Karina calls her mother and says she wants to come home. Sabina tells her that she is going to her father's funeral in Florida and they will talk when she gets back. Karina says she will try to take a train to Florida for her grandfather's funeral. She tells Sabina she is unable to fly because someone stole her driver's license and social security card.
Wow.
September 20th, 2017 at 7:04 p.m., Karina sends a Facebook message to Giovanni asking to come see him. Girl. She wrote, "Please let me come. If not, I could be locked up." She said a man left her at a motel with no money or food. September 20th, 2017 at 10:34 p.m., Giovanni tries to call Karina over Facebook. She doesn't pick up. This is the last Facebook interaction between Karina and Giovanni. We do not know if the two ever met up. September 20th, 2017, at 5:40 a.m., Karina leaves Kaylee a mysterious voicemail and sounds frantic. September 24th, Sabina leaves Pennsylvania to Florida for her father's funeral. At 10:48 that morning, Ishiwoni attempts to call Karina over Facebook. She does not answer. Late September, Sabina tries to reach Karina. Her phone is going straight to voicemail. Karina is not responding to any text messages. October 1st, Sabina returns to Bloomsburg. She gets in touch with Karina's friends, who say they have not heard from Karina. October 2nd or 3rd, Sabina files a missing persons report with the Montour Township Police Department in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. A subsequent investigative report shows that Montour Township Police spoke to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office about Karina's case and the order of protection she had against Giovanni. According to the Montour Township report, the Manhattan DA's office told them, given Giovanni's background, there's a concern that he may be holding Karina against her will and prostituting her out for money.
Okay, so far we have that Giovanni and what's his name? Ishi?
Yeah.
Have both tried to call her.
Mm-hmm.
And she tried to she tried to get in touch with Giovanni about her coming over because this man left her at a hotel with no food and no money, nothing. So it sounds to me that Giovanni didn't attempt to call her back after that last time.
Yeah.
So he could have picked her up.
Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, they don't know. So he could have.
And then, what's the other guy's name? Ishi tries to call her several days later after she tried to get Giovanni to pick her up. Basically, like, I don't have any food or money. He tried to call her and she didn't answer. So I think Ishi was not part of that. So it's very possible that this Giovanni guy could have picked her up and was like, all right, let's do the damn thing. Let's.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. October 19th, the NYPD emails Karina telling her that your family has reported you missing and they want to know if you're okay. She never responds. October 29th, Ishiwoni messages Karina over Facebook. He says, hey, I miss you. Can you just hit me up and let me know you're okay? Whoa. I really thought he was going to be the bad guy at first, like him and Giovanni.
It could still be you trying to cover up his tracks.
I mean, that's very true, but I'm still not leaning towards that. I'm still leaning more towards Giovanni being the bad guy here. Well, they're both bad, but...
Yeah.
Early November 2017, Sabina takes Karina's story to the media, and her story goes viral on TikTok. November 3rd, 2 NYPD officers interview a woman in Ishiwoni at a hotel in New Jersey about the disappearance of Karina. We do not know what they told the police because the police will not release their investigative records on Karina's case to missing because Karina is considered a victim of a sex offense. The NYPD would not do an interview with the missing to discuss her case either. They said in a statement, we are unable to accommodate the request for an interview. The investigation remains ongoing. November 9th, a former detective in the Grand Prairie Police Department in Texas says he received a Crime Stoppers tip from the NYPD that Karina may be in Grand Prairie being held captive. Whoa, in Texas now. In April of 2018, someone tries to extort Sabina for $7,500 saying that they had Karina and were holding her captive. Sabina tries to wire money to them, but the money doesn't go through. The person said to meet them with the money in the parking lot of a women's hospital in Greensboro, North Carolina. The NYPD advises Sabina that it could be a scam. She almost goes, but decides against it. She said the next day the person messaged her saying, remember this day though, April 17th, Tuesday, 2018, because it's the day you almost got her. Whoa, that gave me chills just now. That's a little creepy. That gave me chills.
I bet it was a scam, though.
I don't know.
$7,500?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Touche. Spring of 2018, the man only identifies himself as Carlos C. He said he believes that he saw Karina on September 26, 2017, around 8:30 p.m. near 67th Road in Queens. He said the woman was chasing after his friend and was shouting that she was going to sue him. The man identifies his friend by first and last name in the letter. He said he tried texting his friend after that night, but his friend never responded. Missing attempted to contact the man's friend, but could not find any working contact information for him.
Spring 2018, the FBI becomes involved in the investigation. The FBI raids Karina's room in Bloomsburg. They take some of her personal items and get a DNA sample from Sabina in case they find Karina's body or other evidence of what may have happened to her. The FBI tells Sabina that Karina's phone was last pinged in Jamaica, Queens. February 26, 2018, police arrest Ishiwoni at a hotel in New Jersey for possession of drugs and for allegedly assaulting the woman who is pictured in the photo Ishi sent to Karina over Facebook Messenger on September 16, 2017. For allegedly assaulting her? May 2018, Yvonne and Marcus McWright are charged with promoting prostitution in Manhattan. The Manhattan DA will not tell missing who the prostitution charges involve, but according to the court documents, Yvonne and Marcus, between June 7, 2017 and October 13, 2017, knowingly advanced and profited from prostitution by managing, supervising, controlling, and owning, either alone or in association with others, a house of prostitution and a prostitution business, an enterprise involving prostitution activity by two or more persons for prostitution. It's a lot of prostitution.
That was a lot. Damn.
God. Sabina said investigators told her that McWright posted online sex advertisements for Karina.
Whoa.
Dang.
This is the first we've heard of this Marcus guy.
Yeah, I'm like, who's this?
So that's interesting. I wonder if he's the one that left her with no money and food. And she contacted Giovanni. Yeah, and maybe she contacted Giovanni, and Giovanni's like, he called her, and she, like, he knew that she was with him or something, and, like, they got together and went and took her.
But
I don't know.
October 31st, 2018, Ishiwoni is arrested on federal charges for sex trafficking Karina and the woman pictured in the Facebook photo that Woni sent to Karina on September 16, 2017. FBI Assistant Director in Charge William F. Sweeney Jr. said in a press release, as alleged, Woni compelled his victim to engage in prostitution through force and coercion, and he used both this victim and Karina, who had been missing since September 2017, in online advertisements promoting prostitution.
November 28, 2018. Ishiwoni is sentenced to 15 years in federal prison. During the sentencing, Sabina pleaded with Ishi to tell her where Karina is. Sabina tells Missing that Ishi stood up in the courtroom, turned around, and looked at Sabina and said, "I don't know where your daughter is. I don't know if she's dead or alive, but I'm praying that she is."
Is what? Dead or alive?
Alive. Yeah, I've read several different versions of this story, and it was implying that she's alive.
Oh, okay.
He's praying that she's alive. So that makes me I really don't know that Ishi had anything to do with her disappearance.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. I mean, it's still fucked up what he did, but
yeah.
like sex trafficking her, period. But still, I don't know that he was responsible for that. He's serving out his sentence at Terre Haute Federal Prison in Indiana. He is expected to be released on November 28th, 2031.
That's not that far. I feel like that's not that long from now for him to get out and probably do it again.
Well, I don't know if he would do it again, but he's been in there since, this was 2018, and we're in 24. He's been in there 4 years, so it's like, is it 8 more years, really?
Yeah, 8 years from now. What happened to the other 2?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
what happened to the other 2?
Maybe he has time served. Maybe, like, because didn't it say he got arrested? No, that would have been only a month.
He needs to serve all his time.
Yeah.
And more. You don't think he'd get out and do it again? At some point?
I don't know.
Maybe not right away, but like...
he's just... No, I don't know. Like...
Is he young?
He didn't assault her, right? It was the other guy? Yeah, the other guy assaulted her. Ishii didn't assault her. I don't know that... Because if it was assault, maybe I would say that, yeah, he might be doing it again. But just doing prostitution and stuff, I don't know. I feel like those kind of guys would turn their... I mean, it's fucked up. Trust me. That's all fucked up. They deserve every minute that they get. But I would hope that they would learn their lesson and not go back into that.
I hope.
And, yeah, because I hope that they would see how fucked up it is to the women.
Yeah.
And not do that again.
That I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Maybe we can look into some cases where they went into prison and now they're out and see how they're doing now.
True.
In winter of 2019, Sabina sends a letter to the White House and President Donald Trump expressing her frustration with the FBI in New York, who she says is not responding to her calls and emails. February 14, 2019. Sabina receives a response from the White House regarding her email. The letter stated, White House staff reviewed her correspondence and forwarded it to the appropriate federal agency for further action. She said the FBI officers in New York subsequently reached out to her and apologized for not returning her messages. Missing requested an on-camera interview with the FBI in New York to discuss Karina's case, but they said we don't have a comment.
You can just, like, write a letter to the president like that?
That's what I was wondering.
Oh my, what could I say to him?
I know. I'm sitting here like,
Can you tell our job we need a raise?
Yeah, for real. For real.
From the president.
From the president. That'd be interesting. I had no idea that, like, they even read that shit.
I know,
like,
right?
That's pretty cool. Like, how do you know that? Like, how do you find that email? Right. Like, whitehouse.com. Whitehouse at gmail.com.
I was like, oh, is it email?
It said letter, and then that they responded via email, so I think it's meaning email. I think it's email back and forth. Mm-hmm. I mean, who writes letters anymore?
I mean, maybe the president takes email, not letters.
Maybe. I don't know. I wonder what kind of mail they get in a day.
Right?
That'd be interesting. Yeah. Okay. Spring 2019. Sabina buys a phone and connects it to Karina's phone number. All of her photos, apps, calendar reminders, and emails load on the phone, but not her text messages or her call log. They are all completely gone. The FBI asks if they can have the phone, and she turns it over. Sabina says the FBI gave the phone back to her 2 months later. Sabina says they didn't tell her anything about what they may have found on the phone. January 15, 2020 at 11:18 a.m., Sabina confronts Giovanni at one of his court hearings in Manhattan. He tells her that he thinks Karina is alive and that she's exploring New York City. He tells Sabina that he never attacked Karina at the Harlem Vista Hotel. Hell, see, no, I feel like he's lying through his teeth. Just liar.
February 21st, 2020, Marcus McWright of Forest Hills, Queens, is convicted of promoting prostitution. Still Marcus? Or is that from last time?
What?
Is this like new or from last time?
I don't know. I was trying to scroll up because this does. Yeah, let me look. Oh, he's charged in 2018.
So he's charged again for promoting it? Look, they don't stop.
But he was charged. He hasn't been sentenced. It didn't say anything about that, about him.
He is released from prison 1 month later on March 26, 2020. Missing believes he was released early, but...
I'm so sorry.
What?
The mosquito hawk.
I saw it at the corner of my eye.
It just, made me laugh. They've been bad.
Missing believes he was released early due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the city of New York's attempt to clear the prisons. Why not clearing them?
Because it's like, yeah, that was a whole thing. We could cover that. That was a whole thing back then.
The pandemic? I don't know if I remember that.
Like clearing prisons out and stuff. They were like releasing people like
Do they think it's like a zombie apocalypse about to happen?
No, it's just the spread of COVID, to prevent the spread of COVID. Because it was going like rampant in nursing homes and prisons and stuff like that.
Who cares about prison?
They were trying to release the people who were not as big as a threat. Like,
sex offender? What was he?
I mean, I can't justify this by any means. I'm just saying.
Right.
They were definitely releasing people.
Or releasing the wrong people.
I feel like there was something about, there's a prison here. I feel like there was something about them releasing people here, like for weed charges and stuff like that. Like non-crack cocaine type shit.
The hard shit.
Yeah.
Okay. June 4th, 2021 at 9:51 p.m., an NYPD officer arrested Giovanni near Times Square. The officer said he spotted Giovanni selling crack cocaine. The officer searched him and said he found several plastic bags filled with crack cocaine, as well as a rock of crack cocaine.
Damn.
A judge sends him back to prison without bail. October 25th, 2021, Giovanni is sentenced to 2 to 5 years in the New York State prison system on the drug and prostitution charges. He is housed at Bear Hill Correctional Facility in Malone, New York. He could be released as early as October 2nd, 2023.
That's this year.
He should not be released. November 13th, 2021, Karina's social media account shows activity. Uh-oh. Sabina said that she has not used Karina's accounts, so does someone have access to her accounts, or is Karina active on social media herself?
Don't know.
Karina. Oh, she's so pretty.
She's so beautiful.
No.
But look, she said, please let me come. If not, I could be locked up tonight. I think this P just did some foul shit. I think she's saying this pimp. He left me in a short stay that's up soon with no money and food.
He left me in a short stay?
I think at a hotel. Like, he housed her in a hotel. Like, I think she's talking, I think P refers to pimp. And he did some foul shit, meaning that he put her in a hotel where she'll work for a short stay, and then no money, no food, like, to survive. And then she video called him. I think that was to the Giovanni.
Dang, where'd she go? Did they find the other girl? Or she's missing too?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, this is like missing teen got order of protection against pimp. But then I don't think it would be all over the news, huh?
I think that it's only on the news after she's already been missing. Like, when the details start coming out, like, she got an order of protection against him, and now she's missing. And
I was thinking, like, where they, like, take you and change your, like, identity and shit. What was that called?
Oh my god. What is it called? Witness protection.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe she is in the witness protection program.
But would they still be, like, looking for her and, like, saying they're looking for her?
They're not giving any details. The FBI's not commenting on shit.
Damn.
They can't tell her mom, so yeah, they would just give this illusion that maybe that she's missing. So maybe she did turn in somebody big time and put her in witness protection.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you see this, like, it's her Facebook activity. So she went missing in September 2017. And this is showing November 2021, where she searched her mom's Facebook and that she was logged in on this iPhone. And
it has an IP address on it. They can look that up.
I would have thought that they've done that.
Right.
Let me go to Facebook and look up Karina's Facebook.
What's up with this Grand Prairie sex trafficking game, though? That's why we keep getting those Amber Alerts.
Look, 2021, she put left Indiana University of Pennsylvania. This last time she updated her profile picture was September 28th. Oh, there's her mom. Yeah, as of 9 weeks ago, she's still missing. As far as we know.
Wow, what happened to the other girl?
Yeah, don't know. We don't even know her name.
No. It's crazy. She's 5'7", 140 pounds. Blonde hair. Blue eyes. That's crazy.
Yeah. She's exactly what they look for, though.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I don't know. That was our story of Corinna Slusser.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't even know. Huh?
I don't even know. Like, ooh.
Giovanni knows something.
Man,
I just feel like he had something to do with it. I don't think that is she. What was his last name?
If they're like sex trafficking, do they think she's like still somewhere, like alive, or like they killed her or something? Like, what do you think?
I think she's
alive and being trafficked.
No,
not alive. Yeah.
Based on Giovanni's reaction to stuff, I don't think that she's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think so.
I mean, she's so young too. That's crazy.
So young. Well, so many groups on her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So as of what we know, she's still missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to her mom's Facebook, but there were fairly recent comments and posts about praying, and she misses her daughter and stuff, but nothing that points to her being no longer with us anymore. Just that she's still definitely missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our episode today about Corinna Slusser. So if you have any information, make sure that you contact the FBI.
We're on praying a little too close, you know.
Yeah, that's close. Yeah. I don't know, and who's to say that was a real tip? You know.
But if they do it, they do it everywhere. But
yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Sucks she got caught up with the wrong people.
Mm-hmm. It's sad. It's sad. So thank you guys for listening to our story today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on YouTube and make sure you, is it rate?
Rate.
And make sure that you give us a rating on your podcast app. You can hear us on any of the podcasts available, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google.
Just do it.
Just do it. You know, yeah. Subscribe, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. We are on there. Make sure you follow us and keep to be updated when we post new videos and episodes and all that. So, yeah. We thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate it. And as always, stay curious.